took on a challenge this morning of the buildings in Colorado Springs that have a considerable amount of history. I believe El Paso Club does. It is the location that is movers and shakers, and I was very pleased to have the opportunity to go inside the building. I've looked at it from the outside for years. I grew up in Colorado Springs. I've heard various stories, but I've never been able to go inside the doors. And that's what Trevor did this morning. He had great pictures. He took us inside the doors. And I can just envision that, the entryway with all the wood and all the detail and all the craftsmanship throughout the building. And that was the challenge that Trevor had this morning, is to try and take all this history and put it in a 5 to 7 minute speech. You had an extremely difficult challenge, but you did do a good job of it. The couple of opportunities I would see is, I know precisely where the El Paso Club is, but having somebody be a new guest to Colorado Springs, but have no idea where El Paso Club is. So I would include maybe a map of a detail of showing where it's located, because it is very centralized into Colorado Springs, and it is very, you can almost walk by it without even seeing it if you don't know, except for the big canopy. The other thing that I've known the various types of members in the past, but I do not know what they are right now. That'd be an opportunity to help explain the type of membership. Palmer, yes, he was very opinionated about his community that he was trying to create. And there's a lot of history from that, and that's where I'm glad you brought in Penrose and a little bit about that feud that he went south a little bit to create his little hotel. And gave us information about his eye that I did not know about, and some of the guests of the El Paso Club over the years. That was, I mean, that's like I was saying, is the challenge of trying to explain it all in a very short amount of time. You did a fantastic job of trying to pick out the little things. And I look forward to maybe a different twist on it at one time, where you tell some of the unique things that have happened in the El Paso Club that have changed the history of Colorado Springs.